Hello guys, today we are breaking down an absolutely classic game from the MTel Masters in Sofia, held at year 2005 in the round 7 where Vishy Anand brutally destroyed Vladimir Kramnik in just 20 moves. Grab your coffee because this is going to be brutal. I am your host Bison. Vishy starts the game with e4, e5 by Kramnik, knight to f3 and knight to f6. Okay, so this is called Petrov variation. Now knight takes e5 and now comes d6, attacking the knight. After knight to f3, now Kramnik takes on e4 and after this d4, taking the space in the center and controlling the e5 and c5 squares. This is also known as classic attack in Petrov variation. d5. Okay, so this move stops the light square bishop to develops on c4. After this, bishop to d3. Here white is preparing for castle, and after this black develops his another knight on c6, hitting the d4 pawn as well as controlling the e5 square. Now Vishy simply castled, and after this Kramnik also prepares his dark square bishop on e7, which also preparing to castle. Now Vishy plays the move c4, hitting the d5 pawn as well as attacking the knight. If black captured the pawn, then bye bye. After this, knight to b4 by Kramnik, hitting the bishop. Simply bishop to e2 and finally Kramnik castled. Here Vishy develops his another knight on c3, asking for knight exchange, but Kramnik, showing no interest, just develop his light square bishop on f5. And if knights gets traded off the board, that light square bishop suddenly become a monster, dominating those juicy sweet squares. Okay, so after the move bishop to f5, a3, attacking the knight, knight takes c3, b takes c3, knight to c6, and after this, Anand brings his rook on e1, taking control over this e file. After seeing this, Kramnik also mirrors with the move rook to e8. Now some captures happens on center, and now Anand played bishop to f4, targeting the c7 pawn. Black simply defends it by his rook. After this, queen to c1 by Vishy, a multi-purpose move which supports the bishop as well as preparing to push his c pawn further. After this, Kramnik placed his knight on a5. He wants to place his knight on b3 next, but this move is a mistake because now Vishy finds the best move, which is c4, targeting the queen as well as taking control over the center. Instead of the move knight to a5, the better move for black is to play bishop to f6, taking control over this diagonal. And suppose if white tries to attack the queen by playing c4, then simply queen to d8, and of course white can't push his d pawn further, otherwise white has to lose his rook. Hence that's why you can see that this position is completely better for black, because suddenly here you can see that white is attacking, but now to defend this pawn, white has to place his rook on d1 and white's become defensive. So after the move c4, here Kramnik blundered and played queen to e4. Instead of this, he must consider the move queen to e8, followed by this move bishop to f6, as I mentioned earlier. But here you might thinking, some of you might thinking that, wait, why this move is a blunder? It's look fine, because surely black will jump his knight on b3 later, which forks the queen and the rook. But no, you are wrong, because Anand finds a brilliant move, which is bishop to d1, attacking the queen as well as stopping the move knight to b3. What an amazing move, stopping two threats simultaneously. Okay, so here note one thing, that Placing the queen back is not so much great option because simply rook to e5 and black has to lose one of his piece. Okay, so after the move bishop to d1, queen to d3 by black, and after this rook to e3, attacking the queen, and Kramnik takes on c4, and the final move by Vishy is rook to e5. Same threat again, black has to lose one of his piece, and after this move he resigned because this position isn't even too complicated. White will be a full piece up in the next move. And let's be real, beating Anand a piece down in a simple position is next to impossible. What an amazing game by the 5-time world champion Vishy Anand. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Hit that subscribe button for more. I am your host Bison signing off. Bye bye.